Hello. Want to buy a ticket?
Huh?
Want to buy a ticket?
Oh, we just charged it by donation.
Oh.
We just leave a donation.
Okay, I just have a debit card.
We don't have a credit card.
Okay. Is there an ATM nearby?
The restaurant has an ATM.
How far is that?
It's just like halfway down this block on the main street here. It's called Off the Rails.
Okay. May I still walk around
Sure.
in the meantime? Okay.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Cool. So it's a little model there. It's like that's in scale, looks like, and then they have these tracks over here. These are in these might be it's marking. That's European. So these might be in TT scale. It's like close to HO scale. It's like in between HO scale and N scale. We don't see those much here in the United States. And then these tracks over here, I'm pretty sure are, I think these are HO, pretty much. But those might be TT scale. Those are very close. And that, there's European locomotive there, and that European train there, and that marking controller is probably, it might be Ho, but again, it's kind of hard to tell, but could be TT scale, which is like in between N scale and HO scale. N scale is 187.1, what I used to model. So I got plenty of trains at home, but I used to do actual model railroad stuff and belong to a club back home in Virginia Beach. Looks like they have all the armed forces, except obviously probably the Space Force. Of course, the one I'm most familiar with, the Navy, obviously. Dress whites, jumper whites there. Marine Corps. So, cool. So we're gonna try to walk over to a restaurant, she says. So they don't charge admission, it's donations. And I just have my debit cards on me. But she said there's a restaurant down the street. And by the way, it's right by their clerk's office, public works office, fire station. Kind of give you a little bit of reference. It's a small town. It's not too far off of US 13 and US 13 business. Here's the old train tracks. The last time I was here like 4 years ago, I think it was. I think they were still here. As you're coming up here, you can kind of see them all ripped up, and they have signs still for warning trucks about, you know, the roadway being too high. Had a pretty interesting sign here. Love. Kind of like a train, which is kind of cool. That's kind of cool. And you can still see they still have in the ground here, under my stinky feet, they still have some track here, but I very much doubt that it actually goes like anywhere. Like, again, you won't see Thomas the Tank Engine riding up here. You almost definitely won't see the 611, but it's still interesting little place to come if you happen to be maybe passing through the eastern shore of Virginia. So, and they still have an old signal up, I guess semaphore type signal. Some of the lights are gone, and you can see it's quite old up. So like I said, they have a farmer's market here. Does this go on every Saturday?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So this goes on like every Saturday, ladies saying. So if you happen to be this way, stop on by. Okay, thank you. The farmers market's open Tuesday through Saturday. When I leave the Google Maps link, you guys can find it. And if you're passing through this way, come check it out. We have something in there to show you, or you know, interested in stuff like that. So
this is just the intro for my main YouTube channel called Atlantic Ocean Watch, where I do affordable watch reviews, mostly nautical watches and some aviation watches. So if timepieces, horology is something you're interested in, Atlantic Ocean Watch on YouTube. I'll leave a link in the video description. Just Go is an Atlantic Ocean Watch channel. Thank you for watching Just Go, and thank you for watching my main channel, Atlantic Ocean Watch. Now back to our video here on Just Go.
probably more for the ladies, as men aren't too usually into this kind of stuff. But for you ladies, this is probably something you'll probably be into. So while you ladies are doing your farmers market thing, we men can do our choo-choo train thing. Here's where we're going back to right now. I have a memorial here right beside the little depot here. Freedom is never free. Yep, got that right. This is for Corporal Jerry Clark Burkhead, Marine Corps. Outstanding. Again, this is something to do, like, in my opinion, like if you have small kids, whatever, passing through, they like trains. This is just off of US 13. There's the emblem or the crest of the Pennsylvania Railroad. Before I was born. Here's a part of a old switch here. What's left of it. I doubt that it even, yeah, there's the arm for it. I mean, if they dug it out and oiled it up, it might still work. You know, it might still work, but I doubt it. It's been so long. All right, let's go look at some of these cars, and let's go apologize to this nice lady in here that I don't know the restaurant. I tried to find it, but I don't. Nothing that stood out says like restaurant, you know. So Eastern Shore Railway Museum lightweight sleeper car. The Fairfax River was built for the Richmond, Fredericksburg, and Potomac Railroad in 1950 at a cost of $126,776.32 by the American Car and Foundry Company. It was leased to the Pullman Company between March 1950 and October 1966. During this time, it was part of an elite Florida trains that ran between New York and Florida during the long, cold northeastern winters. The distinctive purple letterboards of the Richmond, Fredericksburg, and Potomac showed the only river series on the railroad. The Fairfax River also had a very unusual configuration of 14 roomettes and 2 drawing rooms. Retired from revenue service in 1966, before I was born, way before I was born actually. I wasn't here until 72. So the car sat idle for 2 years while fate was decided. In July of 1968, the car was overhauled and returned to service as a maintenance of way, MOW, I talked about that earlier, car from 1968 to 1980. It was a KDS, or Kitchen Diner Sleeper number 204, on the RF&P Works train. This took its toll on the car, and in 1980 it was sold to the Eveready Machinery Company of Bridgeport, Connecticut for scrapping. It sat idle for a couple of years awaiting its demise. The Tidewater chapter of the NRHS purchased the car in 1984. It moved it to Little Creek, Virginia. Just a little side note, there's railroad tracks over there. A small yard used to have a barge that floated across the Chesapeake Bay over to Cape Charles and connected to the train tracks over here, which of course those tracks are ripped up. But anyway, the car was repaired and renamed the Little Creek. The Tidewater chapter used the car in several excursions on the Eastern Shore Railroad. That's the railroad that is no longer here. Been gone for probably, I don't know, 5 to 8 years now. From 1984 to 1991. In 1991, the car was bad order, declared mechanically unfit for operational service. The car sat idle from 1991 until 1994, where it was purchased from a Tidewater chapter by Mr. John Bates of Pocomoke City, Maryland, and moved to its present home at the Eastern Shore Railway Museum. John's plans are to restore the Fairfax River as much as possible to its original configuration and use it on local train excursions. But with the tracks being ripped up between here and Cape Charles, and probably between here and other parts of the Delmarva Peninsula, that won't be happening. And looking inside, yeah, it was a nice car. And there's caboose. We'll walk over and look at that. Nickel plate caboose, radio equipped. That's a bay window style caboose. You know, it doesn't have the conductors sitting up top or whatever, brakeman's up top, as they're sitting on the side. And yeah, not as much visibility, but you know, a little different design. It's like in a caboose. Hopefully you guys can see something on the GoPro. And of course that Wabash caboose has a cupola on top of it there. So here's the other caboose. We said goodbye to the lady in there. She was pretty cool. I told her, listen, this will be on YouTube so more people will know to come here. I apologize for not being able to find that restaurant with the ATM machine. They do cash donations. So when you come here, bring cash so you can put it into the donation box to help keep this place going. I don't have any cash on me, but by loading this up to YouTube, hopefully more people will see it and they will come after passing through here and check this wonderful museum out, this little small museum. And so they do not have, you can just tell they do not have the resources of some of the bigger railway museums and other types of museums. So if you're passing through, bring the little ones, come here and check this place out, help support this little town here. You know, these trains are cool. They need some love, and they're really cool little trains. So if you're a train nerd, definitely come and check it out. Again, this is the town of Parksley, Virginia, on the eastern shore of Virginia, the Delmarva Peninsula. Out the Eastern Shore Railway Museum in Parksley, Virginia, founded in 1988, and show the small town of Parksley, Virginia some love on your way from Virginia Beach up towards New York City, or New York City back down towards Virginia Beach way. Stop on by and give them a holler. They are from where I live in Virginia Beach. They're about 75 miles away. This place is about 75 miles away to get here. So make it a Saturday or something, or a Sunday, and come and check this place out in this nice little town here, Parksley, Virginia. See ya.